show.
Not you. Got red.
And Tony Adams doing the show. Brilliant.
That's the question I'd like to ask.
To be fair to her, she did put her hand up and say thanks for letting her know that she still had a red light. Now, does this affect me? No. Is it dangerous to them? Yes, that's the only reason I'm saying it.
Gotta love the way that they look. Gotta love it. Maybe I missed it. Maybe she did. Someone needs to learn how to use his mirrors.
Not really.
How can these people just not indicate all the time? Now you indicate. And now you're turning and you're not indicating. Quality.
If they get that opportunity in a World Cup semi-final, I'm sure they'll grab it with both hands and hopefully put in a great performance.
And tonight you can hear Bournemouth v Everton in the third round of the Carabao Cup.
Good health and safety, that one, boys.
Starts at 6, kick-off is at 7:45.
No barriers, no nothing. Just rely on the drivers seeing you, yeah?
Yeah, but have you heard about the £100 prepaid MasterCard?
And if you notice, both of them had their back towards the traffic that's coming towards them.
Thanks very much.
Now, I'm not blowing my top at this guy that's in the wrong lane, because he's not queue jumping, he's just made a mistake. A queue jumper would go right to the front of them traffic lights and cut in. This one has just made a genuine mistake, which is why I'm staying quiet. Now we get to the second phase of this problem here. Filter light, green light going straight on, and pedestrians not having a clue what to do. The guy on the right just underneath the traffic lights. I don't know why he's not looking at the green or red man. Now the junction starts to get a little bit busy, so people are not blocking it up. But instead of looking at the red or green man, he decides to walk. So does the other guy next to him.
Red and green men. Come on.
Is crossing the road really that hard? Now in this clip, it's a mini roundabout. We're looking to the car on the left. Now you tell me that that looked.
The union has stated if there is a walkout, emergency care will be provided to preserve life or prevent permanent disability.
I don't think she even looked to the right. She just went straight out.
And putting more people into the higher rate of
look, there are about 3 or 4 dog-friendly cafes if we took a packed lunch but fancied just to have sit in somewhere.
And delays of up to an hour to the FDS sailings between Dover and Dunkirk because of poor weather. Check in on time as normal. I'm Russell Holding.
Now why not park just over there to the left, legally, rather than illegally on a yellow line, blocking the pavement, so if anyone's got a pushchair, a wheelchair, pram, whatever, they can't get through that little gap there, I don't think. Nice person. Or lazy person. Now there's even an arrow saying where you should turn. And not to mention these two that have priority over you as well.
Say, sort of like, if you didn't cut the corner, mate.
Now we're looking at this one here. I'll give you one guess what she's looking at in a minute when she looks down. Never ever see it, but I know it's a phone.
Bellingham and Rice in midfield. That'd be my two midfielders. Because Bellingham is a box-to-box player. fantastic talent, and he's going to get better. And he's not fazed by big games like he's.
Comes today.
Now I know this road pretty well. Now, can you imagine driving down here late at night in bad weather and you see all these traffic lights? I've got all them 3 greens there, but I've got 2 reds in front of me that I can see. I shouldn't be able to see them. They should have covers over them. Should they not?
There's a lot of good players around the same level, and therefore, you know, media outlets, former coaches, former
Fucking
journalists
people.
have pet players they like. But at the end of the day, I'm sure Gareth's sitting there, right?
It's
what's
like
the
move
combination
over
we need
or
to be
stop
strongest? And then trying to work out
on your
what's his age,
obstructed
what's his
side.
team, and then there's 3 or 4 special players he can take, because they can take 26 now, can't they?
Now, how'd you get that like that when that's a one-way?
Playing the World Cup.
How are you in that position if it's a one-way?
Yeah, who hasn't been involved for a year. He stepped up, got picked last night. None of the young lads really got picked who were promising, but no Tyler Roberts.
You know,
Tondo got left
she's
out.
looking at me as like, what?
You can only feel sorry for them boys, because I mean it's not like England do it there every time. We might not get another chance.
Some of these people should not be fucking on the roads.
Here we have a roundabout coming up. A lot of traffic up there to the right, as you can see, because there's roadworks. But we have the self-entitled people that think queuing is not for them. See that car over to the left-hand side that's pulled out? Now, there is only one lane. Forget the jogger. There is only one lane there. But if it's coming all the way back round to me, then that's fair enough. But it isn't. It seems to be making 2 lanes. There is only one lane on all these exits. So why does it think that it can go round that little blue car to its left and everything else in the queue? Why does it think it's so special to do that? Not only that, behind me at the same time, not the BMW, you'll be surprised, the little car behind it doing exactly the same thing. Seems to think that queuing is not for them. There he is. Goes round and joins the other one. There is only one lane there. There isn't 2 lanes. There is an emerging turn there. It's 1 lane. I don't understand that mentality of people.
That's not enough money. There's your typical fucking Addison Lee. Goes across the line, but don't let this guy out who's doing it properly. Arseholes.
To do this event, so together that fans have the opportunity.
Now, we've had this in previous videos. We've got these stupid lines again. For this one, again, I don't understand why they're there on a roundabout. Why not just make it 2 lanes? It doesn't make any sense to me, this one. The other one did make sense, but not this one. So it just means that we've got to now move over. Not quite the way this car does it to me. Not like that. But we're leaving the airport. So it's confusing, airports. If you're not used to airports, they are confusing, so I'm going to take some slack. The Audi I'm not. Because now we're doing the 40-mile-an-hour speed limit. But the Audi seems to think it's 70 for some reason and does that. Now we come here, and I have no idea why this car goes out onto the outside lane. It's still only 40 miles an hour. And we are doing 40 miles an hour, but why is it there? Now we're coming up to the national speed limit signs, go a bit faster, which we do, but why is it there? It's overtaking nothing.
I think it's part and parcel of what a football club should do. I mean, a football club of Manchester United stature might be slightly more difficult to do, but we did it repeatedly at Crystal Palace. I wanted the fans to have their forms, to have their opportunity to
It only moves over when it has to because of the arrows, and it goes into one lane.
Fans.
Yeah, like a fans forum type.
Correct.
But this was
Your team wins.
I run to work every day in the rain.
Shave my head and change my name.
Because you indicate, mate, it doesn't mean you can come out.
Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. Believing is magic. Official partner of the FIFA World Cup. Does your home always feel cold and drafty? Without HBS spray foam insulation, it's probably like this. But with HBS spray foam insulation, it could be like this. HBS spray foam insulation creates an airtight
Danger of
yet
undertaking
breathable seal to
while
help
I'm
protect
overtaking,
your
innit?
home from drafts, noise and pollution.
Now I'm just going to run this on a little bit because people accuse me of lane hogging, so I'm just going to show you that after I've overtaken everything that I want to overtake, including that undertaking car there, I do move over.